Welcome to P.A.B Photoshop tutorial. In this video you'll be tackling how to set up a new document size in Photoshop. Whenever you open Photoshop for the first time, this is the interface you see. Things you can do is, one, you can drag in your picture, then it open a picture. It open your picture. For instance, I'll just open my image folder like this, then I can hold, drag and drop in Photoshop, and then Photoshop will open it for me. This image, it comes out with 8 sizes, so you can see from here. When you go to image, then go to image size, you see you have 31.25 inches by 15.625 inches, and so on and so forth. So you see the dimension or the picture size in Photoshop. So if you want to create your own, you want to start from scratch, how you can start this, that is what we'll be tackling this file from here. And then while Photoshop is open, so you locate file on the menu bar, you click on it, then you select the first one, says new, or the shortcut is Ctrl-N. Now a new dialog box will open for me. This is the new dialog box. Here is where you can set up a new document. So the first one is indicating a name. So Photoshop is trying to ask you or to tell you what is the name you want for your new document. Trial 1. So this is trial 1. Then you have document type. So this document type, what it means is Photoshop has already set a preset for you. Let's assuming you are designing A4 sheets or A4 paper size, but Photoshop has done that for you. So when you click this drop down, you see there are a lot of options under. You have Photoshop default sizes, you have US paper, and so on and so forth. So all these things are various sizes document sizes Photoshop has provided for you. So the first one is Photoshop sizes. So Photoshop sizes, you see the dimension has changed. You have the width to be 7 and then the height to be 5 inches. Okay, so we can choose another one. Then you have US paper. So US paper, when you come to the size here, you see we have letter. There's another drop down here. So when you go to the drop down and click on it, you have paper. When I choose the paper, it's 8.5 by 11. So let me go to the drop down, click on legal. You see you have 8.5 by 40. I can choose the last one, that is tabloid. You have 11 by 7. So these are the presets Photoshop has set for you already. So we can move on from the US paper and come to international paper. So this is international paper. Mostly these are paper types we used to, especially we used to print on A4 paper sizes. So let me click the drop down. We have A4 size, we have A6, A5, A3, B5, and so on. So A4 is the normal papers you'll be using for printing on a printing press. Then we have A6. The moment you choose the paper sizes, automatically the width and the height, that is the dimension, it will change. So I can choose different sizes photo, then I'll still get the same. When I choose web, all the sizes will change. So depending on the kind of the work you are doing, that you get to know whether you should choose from here, from the preset, or you should set your own. You should set your own dimension. Now let me come here. As you can see from here, we have width and then we have height. When you say width, meaning you are taking the measurement from your left hand side to your right hand side. And as a graphic designer, the tool we use for taking a measurement is tape measure. Let's say you are taking a measurement. When you take from your left to your right, that is the width size. And then we have the height, vertical position, that is from top to to down. That is the height. When you come here, we have pixels here. Then we call it this one unit of dimension, or sorry, unit of measurement. This unit of measurement, this is pixels. When you check from the drop down, we have pixels, we have inches, centimeters, millimeters, point, picas, colon, etc. So depending on type of the measurements you are taking, the tool you are using. So with the tape measure, for instance, it is mostly read on inches, centimeters, and millimeters. So what I normally use is inches. So assuming I'm taking a measurement, first of all, anytime you are taking a measurement or you are typing in your figure in the dimension column, like the width and the height, make sure you firstly select the unit of measurement. Was the measurement taken in inches? Was it taken in centimeters, millimeters, or whatever? Make sure you first select the unit of measurement before you type in the figures. I hope this is understood. Then we come to resolution. This resolution, what it does is this determine, it says select this determine the quality you want your image to be, the sharpness, the quality. So when you print, how you want the image to look, the quality and the sharpness. Here, what is that? The resolution help preserve from blurring of images, image pixelation, and so on and so forth. So make sure you select a good. This one is suggesting 72. We can type as many as you want. I can type in 1000. I can type in 500. Any figure I want. But make sure that the kind of work you're doing, if the dimension is too huge or too big, please try to reduce the resolution. But if it is small, you can increase the resolution. Then we come to pixels or inches. So here I've selected inches. So I mean Photoshop should read my images in a pixel per inches. We get there so that you get more insight about it. Now we have color mode. Let's check the drop down. We have bitmap, grayscale, RGB, CMYK, and the lab color. But what we'll be discussing in this tutorial is RGB and CMYK. RGB stands for red, green, and blue. Red, green, and blue. So anytime you are designing RGB mode, it means you are designing for or designing purposely for digital, which means your artwork will be shown on phone, on PC, on television, and so on and so forth, meaning you are not ready to print it. However, you can still design RGB. We have a lot of printers and then printers that print RGB colors, so you can still maintain the RGB colors if you want to print. But to get a good results, you must, when you're designing digitally, that is on a phone, you are not, when you are not printing them, try and choose RGB. If you want to print, you choose CMYK. CMYK stands for cyan, C for cyan, M for magenta, Y for yellow, K for black. These are the 4 colors that are blended for you to get any type of design you do, any type of printing. It doesn't matter, you have to work on these 4 colors. Any color you choose, any image you choose, after you're designing and you print it, you still get your color correctly. So if you are printing, choose CMYK. If you are not printing, choose RGB. Make sure you choose 8-bit per channel. As time goes on, we will discussing about this one. When you come here, the background content, we have white. So as you can see here, we have white color here. When I change it to black, it will change. When I change it to background color, it has selected from this color. When I change it to transparent, it will become transparent. When I change it to other, Photoshop will provide me my color palette of any color I want to use. any color I want to use. So in this video I will choose white color, and after that we are good to go. The advanced option, we are not yet there. So when you just click okay, so assuming I'm taking a measurement, I'm working on let's say 3 feet by 3 feet. Now when you come here, Photoshop doesn't have feet unit of measurement here. So what you do is you need to convert feet to inches, or you can convert feet to paces, or any unit of measurement here by using your calculator or browsing through your browser. You can just type, let's say, inches to feet, then you just type in the figure it converts. So in this case 12 inches is equals to 1 feet. So assuming I'm working on 3 by 3 feet, because Photoshop doesn't have a feet, I need to convert the feet to inches, and the 1 inch, 12 inches is equals to 1 feet. So 36 inches, it will give me 3 feet, it will give me 36 inches. So I'll type in my 36 here to 36 here. With the resolution 500 will be okay. It's okay because I want to print. I'll choose CMYK. If I'm using it on digital, I will choose RGB color. My background color is white, so I press OK, and boom, Photoshop will open it for me.